What's up, everybody? It is me, your host, Joseph from Fiction Ink Flow. But you may notice something a little different today. I got my man Zack with me.
What's up? What's going on, y'all? You might remember us from
Graphic Reviews.
But we're on Fiction Ink Flow right now.
Yes, sir. And we are talking about our favorite villains.
Let's get right into it, man. Let's start with you. What's your favorite villain?
So, one of my absolute favorite villains, I have to say, it's an easy go-to.
Yeah.
It's Thanos.
Dang.
It is Thanos, man. You know, it's just the power he has, what he can do. And even though he gets the gauntlet, he doesn't need it really. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I really love about Thanos. He just goes hard.
Can I piggyback off that?
Sure.
So I don't know too much about the history. You might have to give it to me. Does it relate to the Eternals? Because I was kind of thinking, who are his parents? I don't know too much. I think one of them is Susan, and then they have Thanos, and they have another. What's Thanos' brother's name?
Star Fox.
Star Fox. So to me, Thanos' bloodline heritage is all the way OP, and to me, that's what you just said. He doesn't even need the gauntlet because he has those good genes.
Yeah. So yes, Thanos is an Eternal, but he's a different type of Eternal. So the Eternals were kind of like these perfect beings. So if we go into the order of the hierarchy, you have the Celestials, right? These were like the big planet-sized guardians, right?
Dope.
And they put in charge the Eternals.
Oh, cool.
The Eternals were to come down and like cultivate planets for them, and like put seeds into the planet to help them defend themselves if anything ever went wrong. So the Eternals were all like perfect. They all looked, perfect idea, kind of like what humans should look like. Yeah. And so there was a group of them. They kind of got into this contest. We're so perfect that, we want to challenge. What would happen if we went against the Celestials protocol and tried to create our own children? Yeah. Because they're not bloodline related, actually. Yeah. They just call each other mother, father, sister, but they're individuals.
Okay. And it kind of makes sense. Like I don't know too much about Thanos' history, but he's a mutant. So the fact that he doesn't look supposedly how he's supposed to look, they kind of shun him. That's kind of part of his whole Mad Titan deal.
So he's a race of Eternals called Deviants. Okay. So these Deviants were born mutated. Okay. Right. Cool. So they were not that perfect look, and so just because the way he was born, he was ostracized. Okay. I mean, we going back to the old school, like Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Oh, damn. Right. Like the doctor didn't want his creation. Like I made you, but now I don't want you. That's basically what happened with Thanos.
I got you.
So because of that, he grew up bitter. He actually, spoiler alert, and in history, he killed his mom. Oh, dang. Killed his father. And so he was just bitter. And that's why he destroyed all the people on this planet.
Can I diverge for a second? Did you read, what was it, Old Man Thanos? It's the one where Punisher tries to kill baby Thanos at that time. Like, I think that run, it was Johnny Coates. Coates did it? Yes. Are you a fan of that one?
Yes, it was good. So, at this time, Punisher had become the new Ghost Rider.
Spoiler
alert.
Yeah,
super spoiler. He was the new Ghost Rider. So, he was like Thanos' servant. Yeah. And so he broke free, and so he was like, I don't like doing all this. I want to go back in time. And if I kill Thanos, then none of this stuff will happen. Yeah. Won't tell you what happens, but
baby Thanos.
Yes,
y'all.
He goes back and he does try to do this. I won't tell you the results, but you need to check that out if you can.
Did you see? I know you're a bigger Marvel, but also DC fan. Did you see Baby Darkseid, where Batman pulled him out as the last ultimatum to fight with the death death metal? Yeah, it kind of got me the feeling when he pulled it out as a weapon. It sort of reminded me of Baby Thanos. It's kind of
it is so it would be funny to see because Darkseid is basically same as Thanos. Yeah. DC's version of Thanos is Darkseid, and to see them ever go head to head, which they have not done yet. Oh, for real. That would be awesome to see that fight.
There's only been 2 or 3 crossovers. Anyway,
So they really haven't done that much.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but Thanos is one of my favorites.
Do you mind if I piggyback off of my favorite one?
Yes,
my absolute favorite villain is Doom, y'all. Okay, Doom. And for me, Doom is so pompous, feels like he can do anything. I mean, he's got the cosmic power before. He's basically quote unquote defeated all of the Fantastic Four. Yes. But it's always his hubris that basically brings him down. He's OP'd. I know we talked about this before in graphic reviews, but can you give me just a brief little history of what was the one when he became a good guy? He had the Iron Man suit.
So at one point in time in the Marvel Universe, Tony had actually kind of died. He was in a coma, then he died. But he sent his consciousness to in his AI. Okay, cool. So there was a void. There was no more Iron Man. Yeah. So Doom, coming from the most recent Secret Wars, he decided I'm going to change my image. I want to be a good guy. Yeah. And so he kind of borrowed. He's from a legend of gypsies, and so he learned a lot of magic. Yeah. So he mixed the magic with Iron Man's technology. And he became the superior Iron Man. Oh, cool. Like, or the infamous Iron Man is what he was known as.
Is it similar to Dr. Octopus when he became
superior Spider-Man?
The suits look the same to me, man. When they're both white, I was kind of getting, and Magneto's is also white.
Yeah,
I don't know if I like that all white thing, but it feels a little played out. But
yeah, I think they're doing this to make it like to get a true sense of like the whole back in the day, bad guys black, good guys white.
Okay.
So they changed the whole suit to kind of give it like it's a clean, fresh start.
Okay, I got you.
So I think that's where they get this whole clean up look from.
He was also rocking the all white on Secret Wars though, even though he was
he was very
a bad
true.
guy,
He was real bad on that one. But Doom is good, dude. I always like how they, like you say, his hubris always gets him, and his ego. He's just like, I can do anything. Like you all think you got it, but I can do anything.
Makes sense. Yeah. You got an indie one, like a Virgo.
Yes,
Image.
I do have an indie favorite hero. So it's a series.
Okay.
Maybe you've seen it.
You mean villain, right?
Villain, yes, favorite villain. It's on Amazon Prime right now.
Dang, okay.
Animated show. It is. Okay. Hold on. Time out. What I actually meant to say is the character I was referring to is Omni-Man, not Ultraman. So, once again, this dude and not this dude. Okay, continue. Ultraman.
Oh, dang, what? Okay.
Yes, Ultraman from Invincible.
What?
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Why?
He is, so, Ultraman, so it's like, he is like Superman.
Yeah.
But if he just was pure evil.
Okay.
So, he's from this race of aliens. They kind of like they were so overpowered that they got tired of we don't have nothing else to do, so we're gonna hold a contest. Okay. The strongest of us will survive. We'll pick so many, and we'll take you all to go conquer planets.
Nice.
So they fought in a war with each other, just killing each other until there was the strongest ones.
You watch anime?
Yeah.
It kind of reminds you of the Saiyans, right?
Like Super Saiyans from the Dragon Ball series. Yes. Okay. So, they had this competition. They sent off each of these individuals to cultivate a planet. And when they were going over there to conquer it, and all they had to do was say, hey, conquer it, tell them, you make them an offer. If you want our protection, bow down to us. Okay. Make us your supreme rulers. We'll protect you from any other galactic, international, and universal defense. Yeah. If you don't, you're going to die. Mm. So, this man, spoiler alert, he comes to Earth, meets a young lady, falls in love.
Hey, it doesn't always happen like that. That sounds like lazy writing to me, though.
Yeah,
kind of lazy writing, whatever.
But it makes for a good story. I mean, it sounds like it, but it's a good story.
I guess Lois Lane, right? Lois Lane.
Yeah, he falls in love. He has a child.
Okay.
And he's caring for this child. He's waiting for his child to get those same powers that he has. He's once he comes, I can tell him what's going on, and we can kind of take over this planet together.
Man, I gotta interrupt you, man. That sounds like the same thing, like Peter Quill and Ego and Gart.
It's very
lazy
similar.
writing to me, man. But go ahead.
But it's a little.
Why is he your favorite villain though? Is it
because it's the ultimate reveal.
Okay, yeah.
So when he kind of tells his son, because his son's he comes off as a good guy. Yeah. So Ultraman's this big. He's basically the Superman. He's a good guy. He helps everybody. Everybody loves him. But behind the scenes, he's plotting. But he's patient because his race lives longer than most people. Okay. So he was 10, 20 years is 2 minutes for me. It's nothing. Yeah. So he tells his son, hey, look, we're here to do this. And his son's no, you can't. Spoiler alert, there's one line in the show that really got me. So he was you can't look at us you all are insects to us. Oh, yeah. He was you need to step up. You know how long I'm going to be around? Everybody will be dead. Yeah. You can't hold a tab.
Oh, when the son says it.
He's saying this to his son.
Spoiler. That one choked me up, too.
He's saying this to his son.
That one choked me up.
He was don't you care about mom? Don't you love her? He was
she was a pet.
Yes, but I love her like a pet.
Yeah.
He's what? What was
his son's name? What was his name? Whoever invents Mark. And then Mark's I'll be here, Dad. Yeah. I'll be here. Dude, that broke my heart. Yeah. That broke my heart when he said that. I'll be here.
It was oh, but that's a good. Because he was just so bloodthirsty. Because after, another spoiler alert, one of the big climactic fight scenes, where he's kind of he's basically about to kill his son. Yeah. And he's Dad, stop. You still love him. He was I'll make another one. And I was whoa, that was just so deep.
And believe it, he did, y'all. He did. Yeah. Spoiler alert. But listen, where can we find more of these villains?
If you want to know what makes a villain and some of my top 5 villains, you need to check out the next video coming to Fictioning Flow about what makes a villain.
Check out that Fictioning Flow, y'all.
All right, Peace. Catch you next time. Peace.